Hi everybody. I'm gonna try another one of my garage sale trays today. So I got this tray. It was totally unfinished, just raw wood. So I just primed it with house paint, primed that, and then I actually painted the sides with the same paint, just white house paint, interior satin. So this is gonna be pretty simple. All I want to do is just ocean. Nothing fancy, just kind of waves. I don't even think I'm going to do a beach on this one. I don't think. I'm just going to do, I think, kind of some waves going across this way. So that's my plan today. So I'm using Magic Resin. It works great. I've been using it for about 3 years now. I've never had a problem with it. It works really well. Always cures nice. So, so 2-part resin. This one is tabletop. What do they call it? Tabletop and art epoxy. Yeah. And so you mix them equal parts. When you're working with resin, you should wear gloves, and if you're not in a well-ventilated room, you should also wear a respirator. I'm in a great big room, so I don't have to worry about that. And it doesn't smell, actually. I don't smell anything with it. So I'm gonna pour out the resin part first. It's a thicker liquid, so you should pour that first because it's just easier to measure the thinner one to get it the same. Not sure how much to do. I don't think I need a ton of resin, so I'm just going to go with that. I usually don't do all those calculations. I just kind of eyeball it. If I have some left, I rarely don't have enough. Only on really big projects I run into that problem. So I just get some molds. What did I do with my little lid? Oh, there it is. And you know, just put the extra resin in some little jewelry molds or something. So there's part A. Put that lid back on so I don't get the lids mixed up. Get them stuck on, cured right on. So there's part A. And then part B. It's going to try and get exactly the same amount. So the part B is the actual hardener, and it's a lot thinner. Let's see how that looks. Ooh, I'm getting good at this. Tiny little bit more. I'm thinking that might do it. Let's take a look. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, and also what I do to help with the bubbles, help eliminate bubbles, because that's a big problem with resins. So I put them in a hot water bath. So it's just hot water in a little margarine container thingy. So I'm going to let that sit for about 15-20 minutes. And see, I don't know if you can see the bubbles in there, but a lot of those are going to come out just by doing this. So so that helps. I usually do it. Okay, so I'll be back in about 15 minutes and we'll mix some pigment in. Okay, we are ready to mix the resin. So I'm going to carefully take it out of the hot water bath, dry off the cups because you don't want to drip any water in the resin anywhere. So just dry those off. Cool. Get rid of that. And I just have like a yogurt container to mix it in. I use plastic containers that don't have ridges in that in, so that when you mix it, you can scrape the edges really good. So I'll pour the thin one in first. And try to pour it a little bit slowly so that you're not gonna create more bubbles. When you're using the tabletop epoxy, you're usually pouring it on a relatively thin layer. So with the torch and that, you can get the bubbles, most of the bubbles out. It's not as big a deal. But you know, you want to try and minimize as much as possible. So let's get that all scraped out real good. And also too, it's if you have plastic things to stir with, that's better too. Apparently the wood, when you use wood things, it can cause a bit more bubbles. I guess the wood is porous and it can cause a few bubbles, but I don't have any right now, so I'm just using my wood. It's fine. Some things make a big difference, some things don't. There we go. Pour that in, scrape it all out. And I decided I am going to do a little bit of a golden beach, just to make it a little bit more interesting. It's not that hard to do, add that extra little color. So that's my plan. Here we go. So I'm just going to mix that, not too quickly. You don't want to be beating it because that's going to give you a lot more bubbles. So I just kind of going to mix it gently there for about 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. So I'll do that and we'll come back and we'll be ready to go. Okay, we're all ready. So it's nice and clear now. There's no cloudiness left in it. So let's split it up. So I'm just going to use acrylic paints today. Just plain old acrylic paints, 3 or 4 different brands, doesn't matter. And we'll start, I'll divide it up. It's going to be mostly blue. And then a little bit of this nice aqua. Some sandy beach, just a little bit. And some white for the waves. There we go. Save a little bit back in case I need it for something. So let's get some pigment in there, some color. I'm going to start with the white. That should do. Mix that up. And then some sandy beach, just some gold paint. Oop. Oh, there's enough in here. Yay. That should do. Ooh, that's going to be pretty. Just a little bit along the little shoreline. Also might give it a little bit of a sparkle. Looks good. And some of this beautiful, what is this? Deco Art Pearl, Peacock Pearl. That'll give it a nice kind of beachy aqua color. Yeah, I'm using the acrylic paints and that will give you more of an opaque finish, you know, instead of kind of see-through. And that's kind of what I'm after today. I don't want the white to show through the white of the tray, so. And then my beautiful blue. So I'll probably put about 2 tablespoons in there. Look at that blue. Ooh. Beautiful. Get that mixed really well. Okay, and we are ready. So get all these guys over here. So I think what I'm going to do, did I drip? I think just a bit of water there. Ah. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of go on a slant, I think. So I'm going to start in the corner here with my beach. I may not even make it go all the way. Just kind of on a bit of an angle there. Just let it kind of peter out a bit. A little clump of paint in there. There we go. That's good. One down. Whoops. Okay, and I'm going to start up here with the blue. Look at that. Ooh, luscious. pour, I think, a little bit of this in there just to mix it in a little bit. And more of this down here. Ooh, maybe I don't have enough resin. We'll see. It'll spread out. Some more blue here. Yikes, maybe I don't have enough resin. Ah, did I do that again? Okay, let's see what we can do. Ooh, I don't want to get stuff on the handles. Ooh, 'cause I want to be able to pick it up. Oh, I think we'll be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. Okay, I'm just going to, just going to coax a little bit into these corners because I don't want to tilt it too much. I can also, if I find the resin's a bit too thin, I can add another coat. Just coax it a bit into those corners. It's also going to spread out a bit with the heat gun. Pardon me, so. Yeah, I probably should have mixed a little bit more resin. But I think we'll be good. We'll be okay. Gonna be okay. Okay. So let's just mix that up a bit with the heat gun. My white, I will add in a little bit. Let's get some bubbles out first. Okay, heat gun. Tilt it up a little bit. Oops, get some of the resin down that way. Okay, so let's just play in the waves. Okay, so I think what I want to do is just kind of mix this up a little bit. Get some wave. these two colors in together a little bit more. Okay, that's good. I think I'm going to, oops, let's see if we can fill that in a little. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I want to tilt it up this way a little bit. Can't do that too much, but just to get it to go over the waves, the beach a little bit. There, that should do. Okay, ready for the white. A little afraid. Tempted to get my pipette to do this. I think I'm going to. I think I'll get better control if I do that. So let's just do a water line here. A little bit on the shore. Okay, let's see what that does. I think I need a bit more on this. One's closer to the shore. Okay, let's see what that does. Let's see where we go with that. I'm just going to kind of blow it back a bit. Okay, let's take a look. I see a little glob of paint, gold paint in there. There we go, got it. I'll have to do a little bit of cleanup. I see I slopped a little bit. Yeah. I think I want to tilt it a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. I don't know if you see that, but it just makes more of a wave shape. It might be okay. I think I might leave it. I kind of want to put some more white, but knowing when to stop, that's the thing. Okay, maybe because I don't like that little ridge there. Okay, I'm doing a little bit more white. Yeah, I think I better leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Ah! See a little patook in there, a little glob of paint. Gotta fix that. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's see what it does. It's going to do some lacing and things. Just want to make a few little things there. Make the wave go right to the end. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Okay, there we are now. We'll see what it's going to do. There's a little bit of lacing and stuff going on. Yeah, it's cool. So we'll wait a little while, see what it does, but I don't think I'm going to mess with it anymore. And there it is, all cured. Turned out all right. Oh, get the shadows away. Cool. That'd be nice to serve your nice cold drinks on a hot summer day.